Okay. So let's start in a child's pose. So sit back on your heels, take your knees wide, big toes touch. So take your knees as wide as it's comfortable for you. And then walk your hands forward. So the goal is to make sure that your hips are resting on your heels. So if your hips are peeling off as you go forward, place a blanket or a block underneath your forehead. Extending your arms forward. Reach your arms as far forward as they'll go, coming up on your fingertips. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, relax everything down. Roll your forehead from side to side. Just massaging your forehead here, dropping all your worries. Take one more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Now seal your lips, breathing in and out only through your nose. Start connecting with the sound of your breath. So in child's pose, it's really easy to do that because you're kind of like boxed in. So listen to the sounds of your inhales and exhales. Start connecting with the rhythm of your breath. Take about 2 more breaths. And then on your next inhale, walk your hands all the way over to the right. Your hands will come off the mat. Reach diagonally across with your left arm. And breathe into the left side of your body. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can pick up your left hand and plant it on top of your right hand. Slowly come back to the center and walk all the way over to the left, reaching diagonally with your right arm now. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, if you did it on the other side, then plant your right hand on top of your left hand. Slowly walk it back to the center and walk your hands back to your knees. Sit back on your heels, bring your knees together. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, palms to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, palms touch. Gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms to heart center. Last time, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, interlace your fingers, press your palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lean over to the right, gazing underneath your left armpit. Breathe here. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Exhale, lean over to the left, gazing underneath your right armpit. Last breath here. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, release, roll forward, tabletop. Let's take our cat-cows to warm up our spine. Make sure your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, knees are right underneath your hips. Press, separate those fingers wide. Index finger is pointing forward. Press the mat away. And then on your next inhale, drop your belly, lifting your tail up, lifting your gaze up like a happy cow. Exhale as you round your back, push the mat away, gaze at your belly button to spine, spine to ceiling. Inhale, happy cow, arching your back and gazing up. Exhale, angry cat. Separate your shoulder blades wide as you gaze at your belly button. 3 more like this. Do it with your own breath at your own pace. Notice that your neck and your tail are part of your spine. So don't stop your movement just with your torso. Exaggerate the movement in your neck and your tail as well. Pause in places where you feel a little bit extra tight. Just take 1 more. And then come to a neutral tabletop. So on your next inhale, take your right hand behind your right ear. Inhale, reach your right elbow up to the sky. Exhale, right elbow to left wrist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right elbow, left wrist. Inhale, back up, thoracic spine rotations, right elbow, left wrist. Inhale, back up. This time, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, go ahead and thread the needle, right arm underneath your left armpit. Your palm is facing up. Reach as far to the right as you can, to the left as you can, and drop your right ear and right shoulder to the mat. Take your left hand. You can either leave it in front of your face or reach around and grab a hold of your right thigh. Taking a twist, thoracic spinal rotation, and a shoulder stretch. Breathe here. One more deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Bring your left hand back in front of your face if it's not there already. Inhale, reach your right arm up all the way to the sky. Follow the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, drop your right hand down. Left side, left hand behind your left ear. Inhale, reach your left elbow up to the sky, opening the heart to the left. Exhale, left elbow, right wrist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left elbow, right wrist. Inhale, back up. Open your heart up. Exhale, left elbow, right wrist. Inhale, back up. This time, reach your left fingers up to the sky. On the exhale, thread the needle, left arm underneath your right armpit, reaching as far to the right as you can. Your palm faces up. Now take the variation that you took on the other side, reaching your right fingers around to grab a hold of your left thigh if you did it on the other side. Or any of your favorite variations. Breathe here. Today's class will be mostly hip focused. Slowly bring your right hand back in front of your face on your neck. Inhale, reach your left hand up 1 more time. Follow the thumb with your gaze. Exhale, reach your left hand down. Let's take those hip circles. For that, I want you to move your palm forward a little bit. We're going to almost come into like a full cobra before we go back. So on your next inhale, sit your hips back against your right heel, move it to the left and slowly come back up, drop your hips down, gaze up and then go back. So coming to almost like a cobra in each cycle. So take about 4 cycles in one direction. And 4 in the other, moving to the left to right, dropping your hips down as you come up, and then going back. Creating more mobility and fluidity in those hips. Move with fluidity, so don't make those movements discrete. So eventually when you get a hang of that movement, just make it fluid. And slowly come back up. Tuck your toes in, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Keeping a generous bend in your knees. Look up at your hands, shoulder distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, spreading your fingers wide, index finger points forward. Now drop your head and neck in downward facing dog. You don't hold up your head and neck, so shake it out. Allow it to just hang. And then look at your feet. Feet are hip distance apart, toes in, heels out. Just a little bit so that the edges of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Bend your knees a lot. Press the mat away. Bring your belly button to touch your thighs. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, straighten those knees. Allow your heels to drop towards the mat. They may or may not touch. One more time. Inhale, press the mat away. Bring your belly button to touch your thighs, bending your knees a lot. Exhale, release. Heels down to the mat, knees straighten. Last time. Inhale, press the mat away. Bring your belly button closer to your thighs. Exhale, go ahead and straighten your knees, drop your heels down. Let's pedal those legs out. Bend your left knee, press your right heel all the way down to the mat. And then bend your left knee, press your right heel, bend your right knee, press your left heel all the way down to the mat. And then keep changing sides, walking your dog. Notice where you feel the stretch. This should be mostly a calf stretch. And then hold it here. We're going to do some, think of yourself for this next movement. I want to think of yourself like waves of an ocean. So on your next inhale, you're going to pike your hips up, coming up high onto your toes, lifting your heels up and rounding forward to a plank pose, like a wave swelling up and reaching the coast. When you come forward, you're in a full plank. On the exhale, drop your knees down and send your hips back towards your heels and lift those hips up, downward facing dog. Like the waves of the ocean coming forward and retreating back. So we're going to do 4 rounds of this. Inhale, round forward to a plank pose. When you are there, strong plank, lift your head up. Exhale, drop your knees close to the mat, send your hips back, lift it up, downward facing dog. 3 more like this. Inhale, forward, plank pose. Exhale, wave retreats back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to a plank pose. Exhale, wave retreating back, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, last time, forward plank pose, hold it here, breathe, keep pressing the mat away, strong plank. Notice the straight line, shoulders, hips to heels. Don't drop let your hips sag or lift them up too high. Keep everything engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down and bring your belly down to the mat. Coming all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, press your big toe down into the mat. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze your elbows in. Squeeze your low back muscles. Exhale, forehead to mat. This is how you strengthen your low back. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the low back muscles as you lift up. Exhale, forehead to mat. Last time, this time we're going to challenge ourselves. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up, squeeze your low back. Now lift your hands 1 inch off the mat. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4. Keep squeezing, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle your hips out. Hands come underneath your shoulders, touch your toes in. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale it out. Last deep inhale, getting this full body stretch here in downward facing dog. And exhale it out. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or walk between your hands. Inhale and half lift. Slide your hands up your palms. Reach your heart forward, L shape here. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift. Slide your hands up your shins. Reach your heart forward. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, half lift. Reaching your heart forward. Reaching through the sides of the body. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly roll it up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. We're going to do some Surya Namaskara Cs, so lots of Anjaneyasana for our hips. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, reach your heart forward. Listen, on the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take your left leg back into a long lunge. So coming into a long runner's lunge, fingertips on blocks if you want, or fingertips on the mat, your choice. Reach your heart forward. So you're not rounding your back like this, but reaching your heart forward. Again, that straight line from the crown of the head to your hips, to your heel. Breathe here, breathe into that left hip flexor. Listen, we're going to challenge ourselves here. So shift a lot of your weight into your front foot. Press that foot down and come up into Crescent Lunge. Crescent Warrior Pose. Hold it here, breathe. Today we'll also do Warrior 3. We have not done that before. We'll try to do that. Hold it here and breathe. One more deep inhale. Exhale, open twist to the right. Open your arms wide, twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant your hands down, go back to a plank pose. Take a deep inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, knees down if you want. Listen, hands underneath your shoulders, untuck your toes. Toes are not tucked in. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze your low back muscles. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, baby cobra, one more time. Exhale, forehead to mat. Arms come by your side for Shavasana, locust pose. Palms face down. On your next inhale, root your hips down and peel everything up off the mat. Shavasana, locust pose. Hold it here, breathe, reach your fingertips back. Reach your toes back, squeeze your back muscles to lift up even higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Windshield wiper your legs out. Hands come underneath your shoulders on your next inhale. Press up to a tabletop. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is your neutralizing pose for any sort of back bend. So Cobra pose is a back bend. Downward facing dog neutralizes the spine. Take one more deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Look up to the front, step walk, or lightly hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side. We'll do the same thing this time. Right leg will go back. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, right leg goes back, long lunge, use your blocks if you need. Again, reaching your heart forward in runner's lunge. This time, focus on your right hip flexor. So right hip flexor is the one that's getting the stretch here. Breathe. On your next inhale, press your left foot down, come up, Crescent Lunge, Crescent Warrior Pose. Breathe. A lot of strength building in the legs here in Crescent Warrior. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Keep your balance by pressing your left toe in. Inhale, back up. Exhale, palms down, plank pose. Take a deep inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. On your next inhale, this time come up to a teenage cobra. Press your elbows and drop your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, forehead to mat. One more time. Inhale, squeeze your back muscles, teenage cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Sometimes baby cobra feels a lot tougher because you have to really squeeze your back muscles. Shavasana, locust pose, hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Lift your knuckles up off your bum on your next inhale. Peel everything up off the mat, reaching those knuckles back and reaching your toes back. Squeeze the entire posterior chain, your hamstrings, your back, your shoulders, everything squeezing to lift you up higher. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle your hips out, maybe even shield wiper your legs. Relaxing your low back muscles here. Hands underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog to neutralize your back. Always come back to downward facing dog. Push the mat away, bring your chest closer to your thighs, separate your shoulder blades. You don't want to squeeze your shoulder blades behind you in downward facing dog. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, empty your lungs. Look up to the front, step or walk between your hands. Inhale and half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side. We are going to do the same sequence again. You're going to add warrior 3. So bring your blocks. You'll need the blocks for that. Set it on either side of your mat at the front. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach your heart forward. On the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, left leg back, long lunge, runner's lunge. Reach your heart forward here. Hold it here, breathe. Bring your blocks close by. Hands on the block, you're going to lift that back leg up. This is supported warrior 3. Lift the back leg up, reach, keep that foot active, which means again, you're pointing your toes or flexing that foot, but you're not just letting it hang. You're lifting it up actively, engaging, and then if possible, bring one hand to your heart, other hand to your heart, and stay here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Crescent lunge. Take a deep inhale in crescent. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plank. Take a deep inhale and plank. Exhale, come down to your belly. Knees down if you want, or you can just do like a push-up, a reverse push-up down to the mat. Belly down. Inhale, Cobra pose. Teenage Cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, forehead to mat. Last time, this time Shavasana, reaching your arms forward, Superman Shavasana. So we're going to reach our arms forward and then pick up everything high off the mat, resting on our hips. On your next inhale, peel everything up, reach your fingers forward, reach your toes back, again squeezing everything behind you, your glutes, hamstrings, back muscles, shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle it out. So it always feels good to stretch after you've contracted your muscles. So try that. If you squeeze your fist really tight and then release it, you get a sense of relief. So strengthening and stretching should go hand in hand. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up into a tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here in downward facing dog. 2 more. Last deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Look up to the front, step walk, lightly hop to the top. Inhale and half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep up to standing. Exhale, palms to heart center. and down by your side. Other side for warrior three. So bring your blocks if they're not there. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, take your right leg back, long, long lunge, runner's lunge. Hold it here, breathe. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. Hands on your blocks, inhale. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, press your left foot down, lift your right leg up, warrior three. So you can leave it in supported warrior, or if you want to challenge yourself, bring your hands to your heart. Hold it here, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Crescent lunge. You can always keep your hands on the blocks and practice before you come into a full warrior three. Typically, warrior three can also be done without that full parallel to the floor thing. So you can also just lift your back leg up a little bit. That's a warrior three as well. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open twist left. Inhale, up. Exhale, open twist left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open twist left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, palms down, high to low, high plank here, sorry. Take a deep inhale in high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. This time we're going to do swimmers. So, reaching our arms forward, you're going to sweep it behind us and lift up. We're going to do this about 4 times. So, we start off with our arms forward. On the next inhale, lift everything up, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers to lift up even higher. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, forehead to mat. Inhale, up, swim back, interlace your fingers, squeeze up. Exhale, reach forward, relax everything down. Inhale, 2 more like that, sweep behind you, interlace your fingers, reach up. Exhale, sweep your arms forward and release. Last time, this time we'll hold and lift up, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, reach those knuckles back, lift up just a little bit higher by squeezing your back muscles. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle your hips out. Pick up your feet, windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Come up to a tabletop and bring your knees together. Child's pose, Balasana, traditional child's pose. So drape your torso over your thighs, forehead on the mat or on a block. Arms rest by your side, palms face up. Notice your heart beating on your thighs. Notice your heart rate and try to bring it under control. And the way you bring it under control is using your breath. Deep, smooth inhales and long, smooth exhales. Allowing your back to relax now. So like I said, after you've squeezed all those back muscles, it feels good to allow the back to relax with this child's pose. Take a couple more breaths here. And slowly come up to seated on your heels. We're going to do a variation of camel pose, baby camel pose. So what we're going to do is round forward to like a seated cat pose and then lift up to a baby camel pose. So when you come to a camel, remember to press your hips forward. So you're not like, just doing it with your upper back, but from the whole body. Inhale, So sorry, let's start with the exhale. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, round your back. Inhale, come up to baby camel. Press your hips forward, gaze up. Exhale, sit on your heels, seated cat. Round your back as you hug a tree. Inhale, up, camel pose. Exhale, seated, hug a tree. 3 more like this. Inhale, baby camel. Exhale, seated cat, hugging a tree. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, hug. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, hug. And slowly release. Next thing we are going to do is side half camel lifts. So we're going to sweep our right arm up as our left hand touches our left heel, and then change sides. So we're going to do 5 on each side. So on your next inhale, sweep your right arm up, left hand to left heel, reaching through the side body. Exhale down. Inhale, other side, right hand to right heel, reach your left hand up, get that side body stretch. Exhale down. Inhale, up, keep changing sides. Exhale down. Inhale, up. Exhale down. 2 more like this, 2 more on each side. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale, up. Exhale down. 1 more on this side. Inhale, up. And exhale down. Swing your legs forward. Going to use your strap if you want. We're going to sit on top of a blanket or a block if you want. I'm going to do some hip opening poses, some new poses for us. Marichyasana and I don't know if we should do Priyanka Mukha. Maybe we'll just do Marichyasana. So sit up tall, extend your legs forward. Keep those legs engaged. It means you're flexing that both feet, pointing the toes back towards your shins and reaching your heels forward. Dandasana, hands by your side, hands by your hips. Press the mat away, sitting up tall. And eventually we should be able to just do a lift up like that. We saw that Instagram 70-year-old woman do. So today we're going to do like half of that. So on your next inhale, press the mat away, round your back and lift just your right leg up. Exhale down. Keep that leg engaged as you lift your left leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale down. You should feel it in your quads. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale down. If you find that you're rounding as you're sitting, then you use a blanket. Now bring the sole of the left foot inside your right thigh, Dhanushasana, opening your hip up and then bringing the sole of the foot to your right thigh. Spin so that your belly button faces your right thigh. Let's take a twist first actually. Left fingers on the outside of your right thigh, right fingers behind you, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale, slowly come back to the center. Belly button faces your right thigh. Start walking your fingertips forward. Now you can use a strap if you want. So grab a hold of your foot, your ankle or your shin, anything. Inhale. Open your heart up to the front, elongating your spine. Exhale, fold over that leg, Dhanushasana. Forward head to knee pose. Breathe into the opening on the hip, opening of the hip on the left, and your hamstring on the right. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale, exhale. Keep a hold of your foot or a strap. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here, and then release. Let's take it over to the other side. Extend your left leg out. Don't forget to keep that leg engaged, active. Bring the sole of the right foot inside your left thigh. Right fingers outside your left thigh. Take a twist, left fingers behind you. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, belly button faces your left knee now. Walk your fingertips forward, use a strap if you want, or grab a hold of your shin or your ankle or your foot if you can reach it. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, suck in your belly button to make space and fold over that leg. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Keep a hold of that foot or strap. Inhale. Lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here. And then release. Now take your feet wider than your hips. We're going to do those frog frog drops. So fingertips behind you. You're not leaning on your hand, just fingertips behind you for support. Drop your knees from side to side. Keep digging your heel in so that you don't allow that leg to slide in or out. If you can, reach your arms forward, challenge yourself. Hold it here. Drop your left knee in, right knee in, extend your left leg out. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Slowly come back up. Come back up to your frog. Drop both knees to the right now. Extend your right leg out. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. And slowly come back up. Let's try Marichyasana. So for Marichyasana, I'm trying to see how to kind of explain this. So extend your left leg out, hug your right knee in. So you're going to hug your right knee in really, really tight so that, there's no space between your torso and your thigh. And then you're going to reach forward, take your right shoulder outside your left knee and take your arms out as wings. Again, don't forget to keep that left leg really active, which means you're engaging that leg, pressing the heel out. So arms out like wings. Reach your arms as far out as they'll go. Now you're going to internally rotate and see if you can bind your fingers behind you. If you cannot bind your fingers, you can use a strap or you can just reach out like, their wings. Doesn't matter. Hold it here. Take a deep inhale as you lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold over this leg. Marichyasana A, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale here, and then release. Extend your legs, shake it out, go for the other side. Bring your left knee in, hug your left knee really close to your chest. And then you're going to take that left shoulder outside your left knee, and reach your arms out like wings. And you can just stay here. Don't forget to keep that right foot engaged, right leg engaged. And if you can, you're going to reach behind you, grab a hold of your shirt or grab a hold of your fingers behind you. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold over that leg. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale and release. Extend both legs out, shake it out. Almost at the top of the cliff. Just a few more poses. We haven't done bridge yet. Bridge is pretty important for hips and glutes, both hips and glutes. So extend your legs out. We're going to go for both poses first. So feet up, grab the backs of your thighs, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, lift your heart up. Remember, a string is pulling your heart up to the ceiling. Protect your low back by keeping your belly button engaged. If you want, you can lift your feet up. If you want, you can straighten your legs. If you want, you can release your hands. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug your knees in, forehead to knees. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. Today instead of bridge, we'll try rock the baby pose for the hip opening. Round 2, boat pose, again setting up for boat. Any variation that you want to take, even if you want to grab your big toes or grab the outsides of your feet, go for that. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug your knees in, forehead to knees, take a deep inhale, and exhale it out. Round 3, boat pose. This time you're going to hold it in low boat also for 5, and then come back up to high boat. So watch out for that. Engage your core, roll your shoulders back, come up, boat pose. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, take it to a low boat. Head and shoulders are off the mat. Your feet are hovering off the mat, gazing at your toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze back up to a high boat. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Hold it. Last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Release your feet down. Going to take rock the baby, and then we'll go down. I promise we'll do some pigeon stretches and some juicy, like the strap hip opening stretch. So feet planted down for rock the baby. What you're going to do is bring, if you want, you can sit up on a blanket. I might too. Going to bring your left, and just like we do in supine pigeon, left ankle on top of your right knee. Hands behind you if you want, and then you can rock your hips from side to side. The closer you bring your left foot in, the deeper the stretch. And then for rock the baby, you're going to grab the lower part of your right leg between your left and your right elbow, and then release your left leg down. So extend your left leg down and hold the lower part of your right leg like it's a baby between your left elbow and your right elbow, and go ahead and rock it from side to side. Starting off a compass pose, we are almost there. Next time we'll do compass. The higher you bring your foot, the closer to your chest, the deeper the stretch. Hold it here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Extend that leg, shake it out. Go to the other side. So left ankle on top of your right knee. Flex that foot to protect the knee. And then go ahead and plant your fingertips behind you and stay here. Maybe the whole time you just stay here, it's okay. Rock from side to side. The closer you bring your right foot to your bum, the deeper the stretch. Then to rock the baby, if you want, you can grab the lower part of your left leg and extend your right leg out. Don't forget to sit up tall and then rock out the baby. The higher the foot, the closer to your chest, the deeper the stretch. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Extend that leg, shake it out. And let's come to a pigeon pose. So if you want any blanket or anything, keep it close by. Starting with a 90-90, right shin parallel to the front edge of the mat, left shin in a 90-90. So you can just take a pigeon from here. If this is your variation of pigeon. If you want, you can also extend the left leg behind you. Make sure it's like one long tail behind you. Your foot is not sickled or anything. Place a blanket. I need to place a blanket underneath my right hip. Look behind you. Make sure your leg is extended straight out from your hip. Take a deep inhale in proud pigeon. Exhale, go ahead and start walking your fingertips forward. Bring your elbows down or just maybe rest your forehead on a block. I like to rest my forehead on a block. Relax here. I'm going to set a timer for us for 2 minutes. Allow your hips to relax. Try not to clench anything. It's, I repeat this in every class, but I find myself doing that. I find myself clenching my hips or my shoulders. So just allow everything to relax here. Are you squeezing your bum? Sometimes we tend to squeeze our bum even when you're sitting in a chair and working, and that causes unnecessary, tension. There's no need for that. Are you squeezing your hips or your shoulders? Just turn inwards and notice. So I read something really interesting, I think a few days back, that said that yoga asanas are just tools for us to build up our tolerance to be in the present moment. And when I was doing the Warrior 3, that's exactly what I was thinking, is it's so hard to stay present, to stay balanced. Any sort of balance poses builds up that tolerance to be in the present moment, because if you let your thoughts wander, you're going to fall. So the only way to stay balanced is to stay in that moment, keep everything engaged that you need to engage, and breathe. So that particular phrase really rung true with me. 30 more seconds. Ask yourself if you're clenching anything, if you're holding anything. Next time we'll try to come into Warrior 3. We have not done it before, but from a different direction. And slowly come up to a proud pigeon on your next inhale. And exhale. Swing your left leg forward, taking it to the other side, either a 90-90 pigeon or a full pigeon. I mean, neither one is not more difficult or anything. It's just that whichever one you prefer. Look behind you. Make sure your leg is one long tail. Your foot is not sickled. Inhale, proud pigeon. Exhale, relax down. Humble pigeon. Breathe here. I'm going to set our timer again. Allow your hips to relax. Notice if this side feels easier, it feels more relaxed compared to the other side. Maybe pigeon is a pose that comes easily to you. Some people love it. In every class that I used to go to, people would always say, oh, pigeon pose, pigeon pose. And I'm like, I would want to go over and smack them, but that's not a very yogi-like thing to do. I hate pigeon pose. Breathe here. Notice if you're clenching your hips. Notice if you're clenching your bum or your shoulders. So Thursday's class is going to be the power yoga class. So just remember to breathe through everything. You may not be familiar with all the poses, but the idea is to just go with the flow, do your vinyasas to build your strength, and take it to your body might surprise you, right? So just take it to whatever edge that you want to take it to that day. Unless you give it a try, you'll never know that you can actually do it. So your body might just surprise you. Like one day, all of a sudden, you're like in a headstand. So on your next inhale, slowly come back up to a proud pigeon. And exhale it out. Swing your legs forward. Bring your strap. We're going to do some stretches, supine twists, and so on before we take our final resting pose. Strap close by. Come all the way down onto your backs. Bring your knees in with you. This is again a great pose for your low back. So bring your knees in with you. Hug in your kneecaps. On your next inhale, press your knees out, extending your elbows. Exhale, hug those knees, bring those knees in, lifting your tailbone up, Uttanasana. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, pull it in. Drop both feet down to the mat. Extend your left leg out. Bring your strap and take the strap in the arch of your right foot, extend it up. Keep the back of the leg engaged, which means that you're pressing the heel up to the ceiling. Allow your shoulders to relax down. Let's try the PNF stretch, the proprioceptic neuromuscular facilitation, in which we like kind of do the opposite of what we want to do. So now on your next inhale, press your heel out away from you. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Allow that leg to fall towards your face. Don't pull that leg towards you. You're just simply allowing it to fall towards your face. Breathe. You're going to do that 2 more times. Again, on your next inhale, press your heel away from you. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Allow that leg to fall in towards your face. Breathe into your hamstring. If you have a partner, then what you can do is ask them to keep their palm against your heel and press against their palm. So you're just like pressing really hard against their palm. Well, not really hard, maybe like with 80% effort, you're pressing against their palm. And then let go after a count of 5 and allow that leg to fall in towards your face. Last time here, inhale, press that heel away from you, breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Allow that leg to fall in towards your face. Last time here. Now take both ends of the strap in your right hand, left hand to your left hip. Allow, open that leg up to the right. Breathe. You can do the PNF stretch also in butterfly pose. So sit in a butterfly and press your knees up against your palm and then allow it to release towards the floor. And do that like 3 times and you'll see that, there's a little bit of like ease in your pose. Slowly come back up, both ends of the strap in your left hand, reach your right arm out as a T. Allow that right leg to cross over to the left in a supine twist type thing, and then look over to your right. Slowly come back up. Release the strap. Loop the strap on the arch of your left foot. Let's change sides. Bring that left leg up. Keeping the knee soft, keeping that leg engaged. Knee soft, but leg engaged, which means you're pressing the heel up, but you're not hyperextending. Slowly allowing that, relaxing your shoulders, allowing that leg to fall in towards your face. Let's try the PNF now. So press your heel away from you now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and allow it to fall in. Second round, press your heel away from you, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release and allow the leg to fall in towards your face. Don't pull it in, just let it fall. It'll fall just a nanometer closer to your face maybe, but over time it builds up. Third round, press that heel away from you, go for it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And breathe into the back of the leg. Now take both ends of the strap in your left hand, right hand on your right hip to allow that, just like, keep that hip down so that it doesn't roll up. Open the leg out to the left. Slowly come back up. Both ends of the strap now in your right hand. Extend your left arm out. Take that left leg over to the right in a supine twist and gaze over to the left. Slowly come back to center. Release the strap. And if you want to sign off now and take your own Shavasana, go for it. But do your Shavasana. But if you want to stay with me, I'm going to do just a couple of minutes of Shavasana, either a regular Shavasana or block underneath your hips, since we worked our hips a lot. Walk underneath your sacrum for a supported bridge pose. We did not do bridge today, so this will be our version of bridge. Take your arms overhead, maybe cactus arms. Allowing your shoulders to relax. I'm going to set a timer. Again, sign off. Sorry, I'm going a little bit over today. Breathe here. Allow your body to relax. Let go of your controlled breathing and just return to your normal breath. No more controlled breathing.